yes, today we're going to be working in Clip Studio. We're going to be learning how to use animation. We're going to be learning animation. Hello, Jaco Henry. Welcome in. Animation's my worst fear. That's fine. I'm not an animator. We're going to be learning together. Apparently you guys want me to do a walk cycle. I'm not like an amazing artist. I'm not like amazing with walk cycles. I hope you know that. I'm probably going to be animating on thirds. Yeah, I'm going to be animating on thirds because it's going to take me too long if I do all 25 frames perfectly. At least you had a practice round of stream starting, true. But yes, we're gonna be animating. Animating, quote unquote. We're just gonna be kind of figuring out this program. If you have any things that you would like to tell me in terms of like helping me figure this out, that'd be great. But yeah, okay. Before we get started though, we all know the drill. Because if you didn't know, our growing community is filled with tons of art nerds. We art nerds have to stick together, so if you're an art nerd too, be sure to check out the links to our social media in the description below. And check out our website for our class offerings, where you can get critique, guidance, and encouragement from our instructors, because we're not just a YouTube channel, we're an art school too. So if you'd like to support us so we can keep making furry content, consider supporting us on Patreon for as little as $2 per month, where you can get access to tons of perks like my working files, critique sessions, and a huge discount on our classes that have a limited amount of spots. So be sure to check those out before they are gone. Okay. But yes, let me know if the music's too loud. Let me know if I should turn it down, if I should turn it up. We'll be all good here. Can we find the notes that are on the lives and videos on the Discord? Yes! All the notes will be on the Discord as well. They're all in the live stream channel. Okay. Now, how do I add in a cell? Add in. How to add. Studio Paint. No, I can't watch a video right now. Oh, this is so outdated. New animation cell. There we go. Clip Studio Paint. How to use. We're in this boat together. Fantastic. This is gonna be great, guys. But how y'all been? Hope y'all have been doing good. Oh, sorry. Let me read the chat real quick. Knock knock, Marlene. Who's there? This is gonna be a long. A new cell is specified in the frame selecting the timeline palette. If another cell is already specified for the selected frame, the new cell is specified in the next frame. If separated by the tile panels, the cell will be specified in the current. Use the command. First select an animation folder. First select an animation folder. New animation cell. Ah! I've done it. I have done it. Alright, sick. Okay, then I can just delete this, right? Cool. I've done it! Genius. Genius. I'm a genius. Unbesh? Unbesh who? Where in Discord? There should be a little thingy. Oh, another friend of mine is streaming. In the Wing Canvas Discord, there should be, under announcements, live streaming. All of our past lessons are in there. Where do you get the animation? Where do you get to the animation place? You have to create an animation file first. This is Clip Studio Paint. So if you don't have Clip Studio Paint, then you're already something behind. Okay, now, if I have onion skinning on, if I do this, ha! Genius. Bro, I'm a genius, actually. Okay. This isn't too hard. Yep, okay, Daria's got it, thank you. Try to animate an exploding scene in CSP. It was so fast, you literally saw a flash, and bam, done in the end. Yep, that's how animation works. Okay, so I'm gonna be animating on threes. So let me delete this, actually. Can I not delete this? Okay, can I move this frame over? Delete. Whoops! How do I get rid of this frame now? Shoot. Okay, wait. Just undo a bunch of times? Yeah! Genius. The new animation cell should go there then. Yep. Because if I animate on 3s, that's 4, then 7. There has to be an easier way to do this. What? Stop. New animation cell. Is there a shortcut for that? There should be. 10. 13. I'm just prepping these. And then 16. Then 19. Then 22. Yep, and then 25, it'll loop back over. Cool. You weren't kidding when you said you know jack all about animation. No, I am not an animator. For anybody who thinks I'm kidding, I'm not. I know how to animate, but I'm on Adobe Animate, yep. Hello, Neko Trigger, welcome in. Krita has animation too, right? Is it similar to CSP? Have no clue. I have no clue. I don't use Krita very often. The only times that I use it are like either my students either my students are like, can I not draw on this? Why not? Because it's not a cell? Okay, you know what, that's fine. Oh, that's right. CSP doesn't... I can't just hold shift and make a straight line. Yeah, how are y'all doing? Marlene, I don't get the joke. Sometimes you do more or less similar, but it's a bit simpler, but more intuitive to use. Is it? I wouldn't know. But I hope y'all are doing well. I have been... The new Kirby came out today. What's that borderline on the canvas? This is the frame. So this is like what stays with it. When you render it, everything that's within this frame is what's rendered. Everything outside of it gets like deleted. Hi. Hello, Ray. Welcome in. I'm losing... I don't know what I'm doing. Help. I was animating. I haven't animated in years. I don't know what I'm doing. I had to Google how to make a new cell. For those wondering, Numowick is the animator friend that I always talk about on stream. She's the one who actually knows how to animate, not me. I am not the animator, she is. That beat is dope, though. I'm glad. Okay, yeah, let me know if you need me to turn down the music. Is the music okay? Does it sound okay? Let me know if I need to turn it down, if you need me to turn down, if you need me to turn up the music, or if you need me to turn down my mic. Just let me know. Why can't I hold shift and just create a straight line? So we're just animating a walk cycle for today, for those who don't know. It's just gonna be a really, really simple walk cycle. Mizuguchi? Okay, epic. How do you get into the animating thing? It's like when you create a new file, create new, it'll say like, there's a bunch of these. This is like the default one. You have to go to the last one because that's like an animation thing. You're doing great, thank you. I'm assuming here, if I make, like, another animation folder later on, I'll be able to, like, make more, like, layers so that I can add more layers onto the frames. I can turn off, like, this and so forth. I'm assuming that's how it works. Again, I cannot be certain. And I'm animating on 3s because I cannot be bothered to animate on 1s right now. Hello, Tommy. Welcome in. I don't think I've opened CSP's timeline in months. I haven't opened CSP's timeline, period. I've opened Photoshop's timeline. By the way, animating in Photoshop is an absolute nightmare. Do not recommend it. I had a prof who loved animating in Photoshop, and I was like, how? It's like, how do you do that? Okay. Staying on model is going to be the hardest part here, because that's something I'm not great with. Because I know I could probably, like... Why not on 2s? Because I'm, like, too lazy to animate on 2s. Listen, Ray, the guide that I'm using here for this walk cycle is on 3rds. How much did I miss in 13 minutes? Already lost. Don't worry about it. I'm lost too, okay? This is not a tutorial. Okay, I should preface this. I didn't say that in the beginning, but I'll say it now. This stream is not a tutorial. Okay, for those who are hoping for a tutorial. This is not a tutorial, not even in the slightest. I am not an animator. This stream is me figuring out how to animate in CSP. Yeah, this is one of the few streams where you're understanding a new feature for yourself and we're just watching because I have no clue what you're doing, but I'm vibing with you. Excited to see your process. Thank you. I don't have a process. Hi, Faye. I don't have a process. I don't know anything about animation. This is like... I have a guide open. I don't know how to animate. Yeah, because then this foot... I've only done this in 3D. I've never done this in 2D before. I've never done a proper walk cycle in, like, 2D before. This is gonna have to be thinner. Does onion skinning go... Okay, so it's just the one layer. Got it. It's us watching you mess around until you figure it out. Basically. Yeah, no, I don't know how to animate. I'm losing my mind. It's been 15 minutes. Even better. All right. Figure twirling might be a tad more difficult. Yep. Then this foot kind of gets off the ground a bit. Oh, funky. See, I'm used to 3D. The last time I did this was like 3D animation, which then I could animate on 3s because all the in-betweens were done for me. So now I'm like, well, I guess I'm stuck here. This arm is too long. I had a project where we needed to animate. I tried CSP, Crit, MPS, all equally a nightmare in their own right. Yeah, I feel like that's just animation, though. It's a nightmare in its own right. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, but as always, everyone, if you just want to ask me questions throughout the whole stream, it can be animation related. It can just be, don't mean anything harsh by that statement. You're good. Yeah, if you want to ask me questions, it doesn't really need to be animation related, you could just ask me, like... What's it called? If you just want to, like, ask me how life's going. Or, like, any recent games you liked. I can talk about that, too. Or if it's, like, just drawing related, I can answer those questions as well. How you been doing, Jessie? Hope you've been doing good, girl. I have been... I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of losing my mind right now. Because I am in the middle of... it's like finals, the final 3-ish weeks of school, so I am swamped with absolutely nothing but projects. It's gotten to the point where I'm no longer procrastinating. Me doing them all last minute is literally just the only time that I have to do them. So it's like, I am not procrastinating out of choice. I am procrastinating because there is nothing else that I can do. So it's like all my projects are being done last minute because every other waking second of my life is filled with something else. There's like I have almost no free time. The time that I do have that's free is super, super late at night. When I say super late at night, I mean 12 a.m. and past that. Even then, sometimes I'm still working when it gets past 12 a.m. But I've had these past few nights I've had really late nights, but that's not because of work. That's just because I decided to stay up really late. So that's my fault. But, oh boy, I did this wrong, didn't I? That neck is too long. How did I do this? I just keep the torso the same, probably. Have you done a flip book? Yes! Shame on you, you didn't put Gremlin Jessie doing cartwheels on the pole. If a character bouncing had won, I would have done Gremlin Jessie bouncing. If something on a pendulum had won, I would have done Gremlin Jessie swinging on a wrecking ball. This is why we choose the ones that I want to do. Flipbooks are the bane of my existence, because how do you do that? Last time I did a flipbook, I find flipbooks a little bit easier than digital, I guess just because I'm more used to it. In terms of, like, digital 2D animation, I'm more used to flipbooks by comparison, but I know that digital animation in general is 100% simpler in terms of, like, speed and whatnot. I'm just not good at it. So I know, like, if I actually did bother to practice, I would prefer digital animation way more. Hello, Bounty. Welcome in. Hope you're at least getting some sleep. Oh, I'm getting some sleep. Not a lot, but I'm getting some. I think last night I had 4 hours. The night before I had 6 or 7. Night before that was 3. But yeah, no, I'm losing it. On another note, though, new Kirby game out today. Yes, I have been playing it. I got it today. Because obviously I pre-ordered it. Why wouldn't I? It's amazing, by the way. This new Kirby. It has a hard mode. I instantly chose the hard mode. Like, I'm not gonna pick, like, the easy mode. I chose hard mode because, like, Kirby games have never been crazy, crazy hard. They've been hard, but they haven't been, like, hard to the point of me wanting to, like, lose it. If Ray's still in here, she'll say that's a lie. But, this one has a hard mode, and it's, like, it's really cool. I have been living because it's a lot of fun so far. The graphics are gorgeous. The new Kirby abilities are really fun. Kirby gets a gun now, so that's pretty cool. Ranger Kirby, pretty sick. yeah, it's a really, it's really fun so far. I am living my best life playing that game. I said to all my friends, I'm like, yep, you're not gonna see me for the next, like, little bit. Don't worry about it. I will be alive. I'm just playing Kirby. That's all. It should be a little bit higher, but, like... How do you copy your characters to the next cell? You can't. Or, I mean, you probably can if you just, like, hit Control-C, Control-V. But I'm not copying them over. I'm just redrawing them. What I'm doing is I enabled onion skinning. It's this thingy here. That's something that I do know. So onion skinning, if I turn it off, then you can't see the previous cell. But if I turn it on, then you can. So, like, this kind of helps you know where your stuff goes. Unlicensed firearm and no knowledge of firearm safety. He's a threat. He is. I'm okay with that, though. This is a threat that I'm okay with. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of me just kind of figuring this out, y'all. Not gonna lie. I'm not really going through any process right now. It's literally just, how do I do this? Now, how does this work here? And also me trying to stay on model, which I have absolutely gone off of already. I wonder if I can copy paste over. Like if I like take this cell and just like no, I can't. Bruh. Okay, that's fine. I probably can, I just don't know how. Is okay, I'll do cleanup. This is why this is the first biddy of it. How do you line these layers? Can you add a new layer on the same cell? Probably not. So what I'm assuming I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to create another animation folder. So this is the first animation folder. I'm gonna actually rename this. This is... just gonna call this rough. And what I'm probably gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to create another animation folder with the same amount of cells, the same types of cells I'll draw over top of the same ones. And then I can just hide this when the actual animation happens. Walk cycle for a stick figure. Yeah, I'm just kind of doing the stick figure portion. Depending on how much time we have. Like, I want to clean this up. Like, I want to make sure that it's, like, finished by the end. Or, like, generally finished, I guess. Finished enough where you can read what's happening, I guess. I should have left the arms out. I should have done that in another set. So I can work on that another time. Like, the arm's not doing anything. It's stationary, but, like, just, like, it would be out of the way. I've seen people do that. It's just, like, leave some limbs out. But I guess if this is the rough one, then it doesn't really matter that much. This head is really large. Let's shrink that down. Single coat goes for the color. You're gonna have to add the color in the same layers, the clean lines. It's again, it's probably gonna be another like thing underneath. Yeah, this torso is really large. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, there's probably just gonna be like a lot of like animation folders. I don't think I'm gonna get to coloring this. Like being totally real with you, it's not gonna be colored. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Just yeet the animation. I don't know what that means, Tommy. Okay. I love that slowly this line and the line at the bottom have been getting a little bit more and more whack. Like they're absolutely just kind of shifting very, very slightly every single time. I see what's kind of happening. This should be like farther back. Yeah, this head is super off. What the? That's why it's all kind of wonky. This should be like back here. I don't think it should be moving like at all. If I'm doing this correctly, which I am most positively not, but like should be rounder. This needs to be. How are the wall people doing? They're doing great. I've never seen a person walking be so interesting to have a few dozen people watching so intently. Bro, I don't know what I'm doing. I accidentally added squash and stretch to that head. The head's kind of squashing up. Then this one has to be like down here. Are you sure there is no way for me to like copy this? Actually. Oh, I can't merge with the layer below. Is there really no way for me to like... Whoops. Oh no. So your previous statement, you're not watching any shows now, but what shows, movies have you been cracking at? Yeah, I'm not watching any shows currently. What shows or movies have you been cracking at? I have been watching a YouTube show, a YouTube D&D show that is a name that I cannot technically say because it is not a PG show. If you find my Twitter, which I cannot say, or which I cannot, like, say that you can't, like, my Twitter is public. It's under my Discord name. If you go to my Twitter, you'll find the name of said show. My friend recommended watching 2521. I've been addicted to it all week. Nice. As annoying as the animation in general is, figuring out how CSP's animation is half the challenge right now. Super true. When you walk down the shoreline, you realize you're walking like an emo kid. If you're walking down the shore, you're already, like, yeah, you're half the battle there already. Right. The show that shall not be named. But if you, I cannot stop you from going to my Twitter. My twitter.com/television. That is TELII vision. Television. If you go to twitter.com/television. I cannot stop you from finding that, and then you will know the name of the D&D show that I have been watching obsessively since, like, October. But there you go. October? November. It's been since November. Hang on. Copying cells in Clips Studio Paint. How to copy cells in Clip Studio Paint. How do you duplicate items? No. How do you copy and paste similar? You select multiple colon tool, Clip Studio. Copy pasting frames for animation. Why is it in 2016? I don't want to watch a video about this. We don't talk about the show. I talk about the show a lot, actually. It's just I never say its name. Clip Studio ask. Oh. How to copy. Familiar with how the program works. The animation, copy paste it to a new cell. Take a line art from one cell, put on cell 2, and copy paste the new cell into cells. Invisible timeline. Can merge your thing. Help. Okay. Put the animation cells in the folder, work inside the folder. Right click on the animation cell, the layers palette, create folder, insert layer from the menu. Animation cell goes in the folder. Folder has the same number as the animation cell. Press new animation cell icon. Animated cells are added to the timeline. Animation cell. This is in Japanese. I can't read what these layers mean. For example, select frame 13 for folder 2 on the timeline. Select the specify cell button at the top of the timeline palette. Animation, specify cells. Oh, 1D, I believe? Okay. Oh my gosh. Huh. Okay, wait. That didn't work. I'm gonna watch Bridgerton season 2 in a while, so yeah, not really interested. My sister wants me to watch every type of period piece media she can get her hands on. She doesn't control you. You don't have to watch Bridgerton if you don't want to. This isn't helping. I can't figure out how to... You know what? Whatever. Whoa, wait, I did something, but I don't know what I did. Okay, wait. No, I didn't do anything. Never mind. We're good. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep drawing. I'm just a little bit annoyed because these two, this one and 1D are like very, very similar. Watch Manifest. I heard good things about it. Is it the show with like the people on the plane? I have. Okay, how does he do it? Other layers. I'm just gonna select that area that I want. I'm gonna hit Control C for copy. I'm gonna go up here, click on any layer in my second folder, animation cell folder. I want to go to. I'm gonna hit Control V. That didn't work for me. The problem that you might run into is if you went up here, you did not click the new animation cell down here, but instead you made a folder and you put a manually made one up here and it automatically makes itself 3. Okay, but you'll notice that when I go up here to draw, I get this little no rejected. Reasons because I have not assigned that cell to the timeline. That's why the timeline is so important. So if I right click on here, the timeline, you'll see I have 1, 2, 3. These are how many cells I've got, so I'm just going to assign. Huh? Okay. You know what? Whatever. We're just gonna keep drawing. There's too much. But I used to watch Manifest with my family. Manifest was pretty good. It's the one where like is it the one where they go back on the, like they go on a plane and then the plane like time travels and they've missed like years of their lives? Yeah, that was pretty good. I don't remember when, like the last time I watched it was ages ago. But it was pretty good last I remember. This is an iPad or tablet? Neither! This is on my PC. I was watching because I love to compare to Downton Abbey, which is again recommended by my sister. That show I really like. Downton Abbey is an old show. I don't know. I've never really, like, I watch shows with my parents. But I don't really watch a lot of TV shows on my own. Not even Netflix shows. I find it takes a lot for me to actually want to watch a show. What do I watch with my parents? I watch 911. I watch FBI. 911 FBI. There's another one that we watch. Oh, we used to watch Prodigal Son, but that ended. Or it just got canceled, which is annoying because it was really good. Because this is, like, I watch 911, watch 911 Lone Star, we watch FBI, FBI Most Wanted. It's the real challenge for me is how long am I going to be working on this walk cycle before I get bored and go back to drawing anime girls super churros. I don't have that choice, man. Peaky Blinders is next on my list. You watch 911? Oh, yeah. I don't mind it. Like, I like it, but it's not like I'm obsessed with it. I don't like, again, I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch it if my family's watching it. But, like, not always. Like, my parents are watching The Cleaning Lady, and they really like that one. I've been too lazy. I didn't bother to watch it. Did you watch the latest episode? I have no clue. I literally don't know which episode is which. Like, if there's a new episode, we're like, okay, and we'll watch it. But I don't know what the numbers are. You just have to tell me what happened, and I'll know whether I've watched it or not, but I don't know. Last I checked, we're up to date, but I'm not sure. Now, speaking of D&D, my friends peer pressured me into making a D&D character yesterday, so I finally have made a D&D character. Have I rolled their stats? No, but I've made a D&D character. I was very determined to not make my first character a tiefling, and I did anyway. I was like, I'm not gonna be that guy who makes their first character a tiefling, and here we are. That's too late. I already did it. It's tiefling genasi, if that helps, but like, yeah, I am predictable. I am predictable. Okay. Oh wow, the proportions have just completely changed. It's kind of funny, but also it's like really annoying. How do I copy and paste layers? Please. Tiefling? Oh, tiefling. T-I-E-F. Tiefling. It's spelled like that. It's a tiefling. I have a tiefling genasi. Which are two different races. Tiefling is one race, genasi is another. But it's a water genasi. Because they're like different elements. So I chose a water genasi, so I could have like my tiefling be like almost like a water dragon type deal. Literally releases Monday. I have no clue. Like, I don't watch them the day that they release. We watch them a few days later. But again, I don't remember. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine before. I think it's funny. But I've never felt the want to keep up with it. It's just kind of, again, like TV shows, anime, same deal. It's like, it's rare that I'll actually like sit down and want to watch it a lot. If I actually do end up sitting down and watching a show, it's like either I'm watching it with somebody else or I've been pressured enough. Oh, there was a hoodie on that character. I like did not do that though. It's kind of jokes. Hello Arkikus, welcome in. Because I have to make NPCs, I have just make whatever I want constantly. Yeah, see, that's great, Oz, Mr. DM. I'm actually more interested in DMing compared to playing. Ooh, maybe it's because I'm a control freak, but like, I don't know. Whoops. I wish I knew how to copy paste this. I think my first proper character was a half elf purely because I didn't know what ASMR were, because ASMR are the best. ASMR are pretty cool. Okay, I need to click on the three bottom and now look, I can draw on it. No, but like, how did you copy and paste that? Because like it didn't work. And does it have to be in the same like? Oh shoot, okay, wait. Okay, wait, I think I've got it. Why isn't it letting me undo more? Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I think I have got it. But I think I need to do it the other way around. Oops. select 2 here and put it onto 1D. Ah! Now I can delete this? Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. Wait. No, I'm not. This is literally the one I drew. Dang it! I thought I had something. Never mind, I guess. Or did I just not? Hang on. No, I didn't do anything. It's okay. Can you not lasso copy paste? I've been doing that. The thing is that if I do that, say if I like lasso, if I hit Control C and then I hit Control V, it goes on this layer, like layer 2. A, it's not showing up, like it won't like view it because it's not really a cell. And B, it's just, it's not gonna, it doesn't do anything. I don't know what's up. Like, I don't know how to... I'm trying to watch a video for it. Click that for that layer. Go down here to create folder, insert layer, and it will throw that into a folder. Duplicate item clips you to paint. Instruction manual. How do you select multiple cells? Is there a clone tool? How do you copy cells? How do you duplicate animation cell? Duplicate a cell. Pressing and holding the Alt key, drag the cell specification to be duplicated and drop it into the destination frame. What? Ah! Delete. That didn't work. Drag the cell specification to be duplicated and drop it in the destination frame. DMing is really fun. I don't nearly have as much fun being with players. DM is just fun directly the story. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I like creating characters, but I'm not like... I don't know. I'm fascinated by actually doing the story. Okay. How to duplicate. Please show me, sir. How to duplicate. Animation cells in Clip Studio Paint. It's been driving me crazy over the last few days because I always tend to go for the obvious ways to do it and it doesn't work. So I thought I might help out anybody else who has the same problem. Thank you, David Allard, and show how you can achieve that. So basically what you would normally want to do is duplicate for the, let's say, line work 80 to frame 83. So you only have to, let's say, redraw the eyes open or something. So normally you would believe that you just duplicate layer. And if you rename it to line work 83, my guy doesn't change this. Oh, but you really cannot edit it in any way. So the actual way to do that, to click on the frame you want, frame 83, create a new animation cell, fresh one, which is nothing. What you see here is just the onion skin. So the frames before and after, yep, I have that. Then you rename that new layer, which is by default the next one, line work, became line work 81. You rename it to the frame you want. So in my case, line work 83. Then you can duplicate line work 80, rename it line work 83. And if you go to your frame, line work 83, you now have an animation cell you can edit however you want, and that is how you do it. What? Hang on. Hang on. So if I take this cell duplicate layer, move it up to here. What? Are you serious? I literally just had to rename it. I'm sorry. That's really dumb. That's really, really dumb. That's like, that's not like intuitive at all. Why can't I just... Wait, but I can't even edit it though. Actual way. Create a new animation cell, a fresh one, which has nothing. You see here is just the onion skin. So the frames before and after. You rename that new layer. It's fun mixing, juggling, and DMing. For example, I'm playing tomorrow, but 22 out of 4 people have not responded to me to confirm. I see. Duplicate line work 80. Rename it line work 83. If you go to your frame, line work 83. Animations. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, hang on. Oh. Hey! I don't know what I did! I don't know what I did! It's fine. It worked! What? Oh, that's why. It's because I'm just... Okay, wait. Delete this. This should be Control T. My bad. I can't change the... Can I change the anchor? That's just a general Clip Studio thing. I'm assuming if I just do that... Excellent! Okay, wait. No. Let's just do this way. That was like 20 minutes of me just trying to figure out how to make this work. That's great. I'm sorry, guys. I got it. It's there. How long has Oz been into D&D? I don't know. How long have you been in D&D, Oz? This is stream 54. I can't believe it's been an hour and it's literally just been me figuring this out over and over. Okay, so if this is correct, then if I just do this, rename this 1E, move it underneath, and then delete this one. What? That's really dumb. I'm not gonna get over how, like, unintuitive that is. It's fine. It's whatever. This is probably the wrong way to do it, but I can't see another way to do it. This is me having a lot of faith in Clip and being like, it can't be that bad. 1B. Okay. It goes so fast. He going so fast. I'm probably gonna fix... Oh, I am gonna fix this up a lot. Okay, can I... The thing with Clip Studio, the version that I have, it is the legal version. New... layer folder? New animation folder. There we go. New animation cell. There we go. And new animation cell. New animation cell. New animation cell. Animation cell. Cool. And this one I can turn down pretty dang low. Okay. Only DM for basically all the time, because when you're the one to bring the idea, you're the one who's gonna run it. True. Hi, what's the best free drawing software? Good question. We have a video about that. Dara, you can probably pull that up. There's a past member of the studio who still pops up every once in a while, Aaron. He made an entire video about that. We've concluded that Medibang is one of the best free drawing softwares that you can get. I'm a snob, so all of my favorite softwares are not free. But there's a lot of like really good free softwares that you can use for sure. It is really just up to your preference, like what you prefer and what you don't prefer. Once you finish the animation part, Jessie, are you fully developed a bland character into a real character? No, that's not what I'm Oh, like once I'm actually done this? No, probably not. It is gonna take a long time to actually do this one. Change the station. Unfortunately, I cannot. It is literally just because it is the one station that I have available right now. Also, I like lo-fi. It's just a really simple, like, kind of chibi-ish character. But yeah, because of the version of CSP that I'm using, I have a max of 25 frames. Or 24 frames, I guess. So that's literally all that I can do. So the most that I could do is a walk cycle, if I was to count the amount of frames that I would need. Yeah, so now I know how to copy paste like layers. So I'm just gonna do that. Let's turn onion skinning back on. I'm literally not adding any extra crazy detail because, like, I do not have the ability to right now. Okay. else have I been doing recently? A lot of what I've been doing is literally just school. I've been just like, right, because I'm in art university, right? So I'm in the last few weeks of my semester, so I'm doing a lot of final pieces, final assignments. Like, I'm sorry I don't really have anything to talk about right now. Like, it's just, A, I'm kind of focusing. B, it's just, like, I don't really have a lot going on in terms of, like, stuff that either I can talk about or that, like, is interesting to listen to, I think. It's a lot of, like... It's a lot of me just kind of, you know, going with the flow, trying to figure out, like, final assignments, final works. Oops. You're doing great. Thank you. I don't know what I'm doing. Cries, sobs. You know what's great about the new Kirby game so far? Right, sorry, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna talk about Kirby because this game is going to be my new obsession for the next, like, month. This Kirby game is, like, first of all, the hard mode, not really hard so far. Then again, I am still on the first world. It's a delight so far, you know? Oh, whoops. It should be a bit above the ground. Hang on, my bad. This should be up here. The hinge should be above anyway, because I need to lower this whole body. So if I rotate this, it should be all the way down anyway, because the whole body needs to lower regardless. This should be here. Because I realized I didn't lower the whole body yet. Okay, let's do that. Oops, why is that white? And this needs to be rotated as well. Kinda. Please don't lag behind too bad. CSP. Please. Only thing going to my mind are those various TikTok dances to the beat in this stream. I'm not on TikTok. That's the most boomerish thing about me, I think, is that I am not on TikTok. I think the studio is, but I am not. Okay, let's move this whole figure up first. I know in a lot this would be a little bit easier if it was like actual like doll animation, like doll posing. Come on, you're good. Why I'm doing it this way though, like rotating. I'm gonna have to change the shortcuts again. Why I'm doing it this way though, like rotating the ball, is because that way it will stay generally in proportion in terms of like where all these limbs are supposed to go. I believe. So this should look better than the original one. True, follow us at Winkham, it's true. It's fine, you can get TikTok memes from me and everyone else. True. I have had a significant increase in the amount of TikTok memes that I've been sent. Ever since becoming part of the crew of the show that shall not be named. I'm okay with this. I think this is a great outcome. This leg should be kind of back here. Ooh, hang on. I'll just move this over here for now, so then I can make this angle work without having to worry about disturbing. I'm glad that the hinges were kept the same. Like, being able to switch hinges, because, like, you know, not every single digital program has, like, the ability to change the hinge. For those who don't know, the hinge of, like, your selection is, like, or the anchor, sorry. Well, hinge, anchor, same thing. Where the anchor of the animation, or the move tool is how you change, like, it's how you change where the thing is rotating from. So, like, some more basic programs don't have that ability to change that, which is really, really annoying, because it always has to stay in the center. And I'm like, man. So this should be a lot cleaner than the previous one already. I am also not on TikTok. I do not understand it, so I simply choose to wither away instead. Felt Oz. Neither am I on TikTok. The memes are everywhere. Plus, don't need to be on TikTok on Tumblr. It keeps you up to date every new trend. I haven't touched Tumblr since I was like, oh gosh, I stopped using Tumblr like a few months after I met Ray. So it's been like, I haven't touched Tumblr since I was like 15, 16. I'm turning 21. It's been a long time. I refuse to go back to Tumblr. Tumblr's too much. That's a site that I refuse to return to. Okay, then this... I need to move upwards. Push the foot back. This one I can push forwards, actually. Can I multi-select? Yes, good. There's a lot of little tweaks when it comes to animation. That's like, this is like the one thing that I remember from animation class. Is like, there are a lot of little tweaks that you can make later on to your animations to make them feel more solid. Like, it's one thing to know how to animate, it's another thing to know how to animate well. Right? And like, in theory, baseline, I can animate. I cannot animate well. You know? Like, there's a lot of little things that you can do to make your animations really, really smooth and fluid. Those are the things that I struggle with the most. So it's like, in theory, could I technically animate? Yes, but not well. Being able to animate is not the same as being able to animate well. I hit Control D and I don't remember what that does. Okay, that's deselect. My bad. We're good. I think we're a bit too high off the ground, actually. I haven't touched Tumblr since a specific ban of theirs made a ton of people leave the site. Art wasn't doing quite as well anymore. Super true, yeah. The people who can't handle Tumblr are weak. I think it's not that I can't handle Tumblr. It's that I am no longer of the age demographic that Tumblr should be part of, or that Tumblr is mainly catering to. And now I can copy paste this one again. Felt, right? Never used Tumblr? You're not missing too much. I don't know what song this is, but this is really nice. I like the synth. Okay, and then that's frame 3, which is now frame 6. No, frame 7, my bad. Now this one's gotta be up here. Am I a year younger than you? Dang. My bad. But yeah, no, I've just... Tumblr is like a place where I find... I don't know. It's just... It wasn't what it used to be. Even still, like, what it used to be wasn't good either. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's turn this off. Let's see how this is vibing. It's so fast. Is there any way to turn on the FPS? He's so fast. There's a walk, though. Woo. Oh, you are 21. Okay, funky. Hey, Art Catchers, welcome in. Is there a way to change the frame rate? This is a little fast. Change frame rate. Clip Studio Paint. How to change frame rate on existing animation. From the menu by animation. Animation timeline, change frame rate. Animation timeline, Change frame rate. Let's try 20 FPS. Let's see how that goes. That's a little too slow. Let's try 25. Animation, timeline, change frame rate. Because 30 is a little too fast, I think. That feels a little better. I like chunky animation. See, I could just add more frames in between as like in between frames and make it a lot smoother. I don't think I have the time for that though. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. Oh wait, there's an easier way. If you look at the timeline on the left corner. Yeah. Oh wait, do I have to stop it and then I can? No, because I can't like edit that, but I know where the frame rate is. It's just I can't move that around. Okay. Yeah, walk! They're walking! Woo! If I really, really hated myself, I would do like hair bouncing up and down. I guess I could. That's gonna be kind of tough. Let's do it. I've got time. We've got like 40 minutes left. Animation folder. There we go. There has to be a shortcut for the new animation cells, like how to put them in, but I don't know what it is. Just to have some secondary movement in there. Are you heading out? Alright. Au revoir. Thanks for joining. Just gonna add a little ponytail. I haven't done secondary animation in a long time. I haven't done animation period in a long time, so like... Oh, onion skinning. Let's turn that back on. Changes to layer 2. Let's delete that. So let's move this. I'd hate myself if my animated hair proceeds to animated hair. Yeah. That's the meme. Trying to figure out how this would work. Because how I remember this working is it's a lot of like, how does the gravity work on X object? And in this case, it's gonna be falling a lot because it's being pulled down. I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out, sorry for the silence, I'm like trying to figure out where, like, would be the best place to copy paste. To keep it on model. I keep saying on model. That literally means, like, to keep it, like, proportional. I'd probably make that more intense then. It's definitely a useful stream for me, as I have been trying to use CSP for animation for a while, but not a lot of success, so I'll definitely have to rewatch this later. Alright, sick. It is a lot of me fumbling around, so don't expect anything, like, actually concrete. It's a lot of me going, like, is this how this works? Maybe not that intense. I think this would make better for frame 1 as well. Actually, maybe not. I'm gonna have to adjust this anyway. So, like, it's fine. 3. And 4. Lol, that's not quite correct. Is it that one ponytail kid from that one teleweb comic? No, it is not Daisy, Oz. I can talk about Grayson, but no, it's not Daisy. I don't know, I tried ponytail, didn't really work. You have any idea how little that narrows it down? You got a good point, Art Cat. There is only one kid with a ponytail in Grayson, though, as of right now. But I don't know. I don't really like that. Then again, I'm not great at animation regardless. I remember we had to animate a shark tail moving. Because, like, what this should be is, like, it shouldn't really be moving so in sync. It should be kind of, like, behind. So layer 2 should be where layer 1 is. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let's try something. Let's make this frame 1. Let's delete this. Let's call this one 2. Call this one 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Then copy frame 4, paste it, and this is frame 8. I just have to move everything now. Okay, let's try this. I think that works a little bit better. I think. I'm not 100%. Okay. That feels a bit better. You mentioned a different kid, and I don't remember if you actually ponytail or not. Oh, you meant Mo! Jokes. Yes, Mo has a ponytail. Mo's hair is very similar to, Eggled, from Show That Shall Not Be Named. That's how I know how to draw Eggled's hair really easily, is because they have the same hairstyle. The struggle you have, I can imagine you're in pain. I am. The hair bob is nice. Good job. Thank you. Yeah, no. I remember that. I remember that from class from years past. Is a frame missing? There shouldn't be a frame missing. Let's go back to 30 FPS. Because maybe it's just because it's not smooth enough. She's just so fast. The hair doesn't pick up as nice in 30 FPS, I don't think. Let's change that again. Let's go to something really unorthodox, like 28. Oh, that's nice. There we go. That looks a bit better. Now let's do, like, one final cleanup layer, which, like, you know, half an hour, I can do that. Okay. With, like, actual... Let's just turn down the opacity of these bad boys. Let's create a new... nope, not cell. Animation... folder. There we go. And let's move this one above here. Back to frame 1. Speed walk in. Yeah, they speed walk in. So that's 1. That's 4. That's 7. That's 10. 13. 16. 19. 22. There we go. Now I understand why people always have every limb on another layer. I get it. Looks great. Thank you, Faye. Oh, Oz, I misread you said Telly, so I thought you meant a character with a ponytail in literally any webcomic. Yeah, no, it's okay, Arcad. Oz switches between what name he calls me, like, every stream. All the time. Where's my rough anchor? There we go. Because you actually work now. Where's my... Oh, right. I didn't add that in. Correction. Stabilization. That I want to turn on and have that in here. I do like how CSP handles my rough anchor. It is quite nice. I actually don't know how to save this. Like how to save it as an MP4. I'll figure it out. That should be the easiest thing to Google. wide limbs on other layers, so it's easier to adjust them. Animation's so tedious. I don't have that kind of patience. Me neither. That's why I'm not an animator. That's why I don't do animation. For those of you who are animators, you are wonderful people, and I applaud you. I am not an animator, so I refuse to have the patience for anything. Well, I say as a comic artist. Which also is something that needs a bajillion hours of patience, but, you know. Who is this character? Good question. I have no clue. I was gonna do, Hickory from the show that shall not be named, but I didn't do that, because then I'd have to also animate her bangs, and I'm not gonna do that, so. I am, in fact, a menace. We know. Or at least I know. Ray and I know. Numoik and I know. We know. I remember that being the trick, like when you're doing secondary animation, the actual movement should be like a frame behind the initial movement. I was like, it's gotta be something like that I remember. Yes. I'm currently working on a comic that I'm gonna animate as well. Why would you do that to yourself? Like, just why would you do that to yourself? I've done full comics, right? Like, I've done, like, full lengthy comics. Unbesh. I don't know what that means, dog. But yeah, no, just a comic is enough, dude. Like, you don't have to animate it. Oh, wait. Oz, you showed me a trick. Hang on. Preferences. File. Nope, edit. Preferences. Where is preferences? Oh, preferences, there we go. The cursor. Across triangles, single pixel, that's for brush size, cross. I don't have brush shape. Agony. Never mind, I guess that doesn't work for me. Kendra. Unbesh means so interesting. I see. I just can't draw consistently for animation. My style at any moment is a mystery to everyone, including myself. Understand? Control K. Oh, funky. But yeah, no, it's not working. There's no brush shape for me. I'm assuming you have a different version of CSP than I do. I am a little annoyed that, like, if you have, like, a brush, you need a corresponding eraser for it, because I do not have that. Needed eraser. Oh, that's kind of nice. That gives me some texture. Okay, that's good. It's called Rogue-like Endeavors. It's about somebody who falls into a rogue light infinite dungeon. The comic can double as an over-the-top storyboard, and I can reuse the backgrounds and poses. Nice. Extra content spread around. Yes, but don't get too burnt out on just content. As somebody who is constantly burnt out on content. I find that my problem isn't that, like... Well, yes, it's that I take on a lot of his projects, but it's also, like... the projects that are, like, probably the ones with the least amount of priority are, like, the ones that I have the most fun doing, so I never want to give them up. In, like, the grand scheme of all the things that I have to do. Just use the brush instead of transparent tile erase with my brush texture. Oh, true. The only thing is that, like, I have like a pen that, like, I can flip, like, the back of it. Like, it has a back eraser, so I automatically flip to the back eraser. So, like, if I had to just do that every single time, that gets a little bit annoying. Is there a way to turn down the opacity of the onion skin? I guess I don't really need the onion skin if I have the guide right there. It should be fine. Because I have the layer below. Always felt slower, so never used the back eraser, just hit Siri. Ah, understandable. Region of brush shape. I use Pro too, so maybe you just need to update CSP. It doesn't auto-update. Oh, it doesn't? Bruh. Okay, I'll do that. Fair enough, I'm just using it for the experience. I'm not worried about posting all the time. That's good. I have an Insta I'm going to post in the comics on. When they're ready, and the animations will come a while later. Nice. I haven't posted to Insta in months. I'm a dirty Twitter user now. Animation menu, show animation skins, onion skin settings. Show animation. Ah, okay, thank you. I'm gonna change this to pink and blue. Because I like pink and I want blue. Let's go with 30% instead. Oh, much easier. Okay, that's better. Thank you. It's a 3-line menu thing. This? Oh, yeah, it's over here too. Okay. Thank you. Everyone back from school. Hello, Gigi. Welcome in. Yeah, how was your day, Gigi? How you doing, bud? It's been good. That's good. So the great thing about doing this on thirds is, like, after I reach, like, layer 4, then I can just copy-paste the other layers really easily. There's me changing the foot a little bit, because this is another thing that I remember from animation back in college, is like letting the foot kind of push back a little bit. I remember one of the first things we had to animate was a walk cycle. Okay, we're like almost done here. This is the easy part, it's just like cleaning up a little bit. Adding in the cleanup. It's like, this part I know how to do. Anybody know if CSP has morphing? Asking for a friend. Anybody know if CSP has morphing? I don't know. Archon kind of reminds me of manga artist Natsume Ono. I don't know if you know her. I don't. Let's Google. Oh, I see. Funky. I like the way she does bodies. I like the way they do bodies. Natsume sounds like a feminine name, but I'm not sure. Got Clip Studio Paint Pro. Wondering if there's a difference in the animation programming compared to the EX version. I have absolutely no clue. Today is the very first day that I am using Clip Studio's animation. Control-Shift-T if that's what you're looking for. Morphing, so it's like it kind of fills in the frames for you. Just the eyes specifically. Oh, I see. I don't see it in the eyes. I see it with the body. I don't really think I see it with the eyes, though. Edit, transform. Oh, whoops. Oh, no. I mean, like... Ray, you know the Mara? The thing that I downloaded Toon Boom for? You know, I don't see it. The way that I'm doing the eyes, because, like... Natsume. Oh, no. Tell me one of their mangas, because the ones that I saw, I didn't see it. The animation morphing. Yeah, animation morphing. I'm assuming no, which is fine, but, like... I don't know if it has it. If it does, then, like... We're gonna have some fun times, but if not, that's fine, and it's what I expect. Oops, I've been forgetting this whole time. I don't think that's the thing in CSP right now. Agony, that's fine. I figured as much, but like, I just wanted to check. I don't know what morphing is, I'm fascinated now. It's like if you've ever watched Terminal Montage, and there's like that one part in like the Smash one where like Mario, like in one of in the Smash Bros. Ultimate animation, it's the one where Mario kind of turns into Master Hand and blows up the other Master Hand. That's morphing. Yeah, if you want to do animation, you'd want EX Pro is limited to 25 frames. Yeah, I am stuck at 25 frames perpetually. There's another really subtle thing when it comes to like the animation where it's like the body rocks back and forth like that, like the hips sway back and forth. I'm not gonna animate that, like I can't be bothered right now, but I know that that's a thing. Not Simple by Anaishi Natsumiyono. Oh! I get the anatomy overall for sure. The eye that I'm doing is like that. Her eyes are very like closed. Pupil big. Tiny deal like that. Yeah, no, my eyes are limited to just this. This has been my chibi eye as of late. That's just what I've been doing for a lot of chibis as of late. The vibe I get, though, for sure. Hip sway because of contrapposto, but I think it's fine to not animate this into the side view. Yeah. Contrapposto. I love that word. Contrapposto. It's so cool. All the Italian words that you use for art stuff. Yeah, any videos with this kind of animation on Adobe Animate? Nope. I don't use Adobe Animate. I think I've tried Adobe Animate once, and I didn't understand it. Adobe Animate's spooky. If there's anything that animation will teach you, it's to mind your proportions, for real. Tarn, yeah, no, we don't have any animation thingies over here. Can I make these smaller? Like this, the size of the frame, the cell, the timeline. Okay, let's see how this looks. Alright, that's really fast. Not the worst. I think the movement's a little intense. She kind of moving up and down really intensely, but like, it's not the worst. Defenestrate? I don't even know what that word means. Oh, to throw somebody out the window. I see. I'll just throw in like a simple like flat color for the background here. Can I just create a layer underneath everything? And just like does this work? Yes, nice. And then if I just create a new, the fact that they made a word for it speaks for itself. Super true. Okay, let's try something. If I was to create a new animation cell, like a bunch of them. If I was to, no, prefer to all layers. Ah! Oops. Why did it always do that? I wanted to go to the paint bucket first. Oh, let's... This is just so it's not completely... Hello? Oh. Hello? Oh. Well. Okay, hang on. Let's just keep going here. We're almost done. I keep on having to, like, press it twice. Yeah, so it's not just, like... Wow! When you kinda render it, it looks a little bit better. Not bad. Not shabby. Alright, cool. How do I save this? Save as... Cancel file. Export animation. There we go. Animated GIF. It's a GIF. Let's save that. Yep, the frames. Yep. Cool. Okay. I guess that's what I'm uploading then. All right, y'all. That is gonna do it for the end of this stream. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, this was kind of... I'm sorry if it was kind of weird to watch. It was me just getting frustrated for like 2 hours. Hopefully you enjoyed watching my process anyway. Again, if you don't really know too much about the studio, don't know much about us in general, if you'd like to check out our website for the class offerings that we have, because we're not just a YouTube channel, we're also an art school. So if you'd like to check out all of the classes that we offer, summer camp registration is opening. So if you'd like to check out the camps that we're teaching, yes, I am teaching summer camps. I am teaching some teen intensives for a few months, or for 2 months. So I will be doing that. If you would like to download this, it's going to be uploaded as a GIF. You're going to have to join our Discord. The Discord is going to be where I upload the final GIF up there. But if you'd like any of the frames, this is frames now, not just layers, you're going to have to join our Patreon. Our Patreon is where you can get access to my working files, $5 a month. $2 a month is just behind the scenes, but if you'd like the actual layers and files, you're going to have $5 a month minimum. I'm actually not 100% sure what we're doing next week. The new streams will be coming soon. I'm actually planning that later today. But yeah, so stick around. We're gonna have some new streams coming up. Hopefully, I will get some rest today. Knowing me, I'm gonna just be playing more Kirby. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, everyone. I'll see y'all next week. Au revoir. Bye bye.